it solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. I want. Hear me now. I do what I want. Are you ready now? 'Cause it won't be easy. Only get what you work for. Gotta go all out whenever you see me. Don't be wasting my time. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Hear me now. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. I do what I want.
Good morning. What's new, pussycat?
Do-do-do! When you hear this sound, you will know it is time to turn the page. That's what that ending always makes me think of. When I was a little girl, all those books I used to love to read. What the hell were those things called? Were they God, did we have Disney book? Yeah. Mickey Mouse is older than me, right? I think he is. That bastard came on the scene when we didn't even have damn color TV. Shit, did we have color TV when I was born? Or when I remember watching it? Yes, I know we did. I remember a time before we had remote control TV, and when we got it, oh my God. When I tell you, it was the size. Picture a pack of cigarettes, a box pack, not the soft pack, the box. And maybe 2 more inches on either side with giant buttons. Yes. But the first TV I had in my room was a cast off from, I guess, my parents. And it was was it black and white? I think it was. And it had rabbit. Oh God, that is, woo! That's horrible. It's funny because it doesn't, well, it's not quite that jarring out in the wild. Oh goodness. Speaking of the wild, you guys, I love this thing so much. The Ember. I don't know how I ever lived without it. And now I'm kind of starting to get on board with the rationale of getting 2, which is fucking absurd. But as predicted, it very much did cut my my coffee consumption well, in the morning, instead of drinking 2 cups, I drink one because this stays hot at a perfect 140 degrees for 80 minutes. So rather than drinking 2 cups that I am constantly microwaving, I drink one much slower in the morning. Uh, it's when I come in here where I have to kind of like time it right so that it's I don't start it too soon. Um, yeah, I know, first world problems, right? And then I've got my for when this runs out because I'm about halfway, and then I've got my gigantic swimming pool full of raspberry tea with a third of a cup of honey. And then, if all else fails, my nicely wardrobe coordinating crystal cup of water. This is water from the Fountain of Youth, by the way. Oh, I wish. I wish. So, we're still on verdict watch, are we not, in Crumbly? Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull that up in my other window. I'm just going to keep Law and Crime going in the background because if the verdict comes in, I would love. Nope, not yet. Damn. I have to say I'm surprised. I thought that I thought it would be better than this. And I don't know how that reads, in all honesty. Um, I mean, traditionally, the thought is typically the longer it takes, the better that is for the defense. I don't know. I did not listen to the jury instructions because I was not around that day to watch it live. And let's face it, that is the least interesting part of the case, at least to me. So I must confess, I did not watch it on the replay either. So the longer this goes on, I may very well go back and do that. And by the way, Law and Crime is actually stream. Are they still doing it? Let me see. Give me 1 minute. Let me play it. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, so the crawler on Law and Crime reads as follows. This is one of the juror questions. And I mean, I don't know. I'd be lying if I said that my feelings about this are 100% firmly rooted in the law. That'd be a little bit of a fib. I got a lot of emotion for this one, and I feel like this. Fuck that bitch. And it's time. It's time to start doing something. Okay, here's the question. Stand by. Sorry, that's bizarre. No, I guess it's not. They're across the Chiron. They're actually giving a brief synopsis of what this case is. But I guess for people that are just joining the stream when all you see is the seal of the state of Michigan, I mean, I get it. I would do it too if I had 9,600 people watching a Chiron and a seal. Yes, I would want to keep them in the building too. All right, come on. But anyway, obviously they couldn't have brought the case had there not been probable cause. And okay, here's a jury question. Number 1. Panel wants clarification on involuntary manslaughter instruction. Jury question number 2. can we infer anything from evidence the prosecution did not bring, ellipsis, specifically how the shooter got the gun, end quote. Really? You want to, yeah, no, I don't have to be a judge to answer that. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to consider evidence that didn't come in. Okay, so I'm going to keep the window open, and I'll keep peeking over there to see if we get a verdict. I would love that if we got a verdict while I was live, getting ready to give some thoughts on. Holy Christ, mother of God, did you hear that? Somebody got a new toy in the neighborhood. I mean, that shit sounded like cannon fire. It's probably going to go again. That's very commonplace here. Years back, I got over being startled by gunshots. But that's because I live in the sticks, not the hood. But that one was different. We were standing outside like a week ago on I think it was Sunday night, maybe after dinner. Y'all know I typically have the fam dam over on Sundays for dinner. And that sound, sounded a lot like that. And my stepdad said, which one's bigger, or which one makes more noise and is more daunting, a rifle or a shotgun? They're not the same thing, right? You see me, miss. Obviously, I'm not obviously I don't myself have one. I personally do not have one. My husband did play around with that idea for a time, showing me how to do it. And he said, the only reason I even considered it is because all you have to do is, what do they call that? Is it called a slide on a shotgun? It's not. What do? You put one in the chamber, you rack it, whatever. He said typically they just the sound of that is enough to make somebody haul ass. He said, but you are so small that he was just worried that if I ever had to, like, he would never allow me to do that without, I'd have to learn how to use it. And he said, there's just what we have. There's no way it would knock you on your ass. So hear it? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear that. Somebody tell me you can hear it. If not, I'm going to open my office door up because I have the back door open. Oh, shit. I'm scrolling all the way to the end. I want to see if you guys can hear it. Because if not, I'm going to open up my door. Because obviously somebody got a new toy. And I'm going to hear it a few more times, I would imagine. So if you can't hear it, I want to make sure you can. All right. What the hell is this? Oh, God. As usual. Oh, there we go. Pulled up some bullshit. I hit something and... Oh, you can hear it. Okay. Jesus. What do we think that is? Do we know? What do we think that is? Is that a... As my stepdad keeps a judge in the car. For those of you who don't know what a judge is, well, it doesn't wear a robe. And I'll refrain from any further. It's a very large caliber handgun. All right, so Listen, I don't even like that I have to do this, but I'm going to. I know y'all know that I have not been discussing any any of the usual fare. I've been on a trauma hiatus. I have not been in almost any chats at all until today, actually. The other day I popped into Queen Bee's. I have made it very plain when I, kind of said I'm going to try and get away from all of the typical things I talk about. And that had nothing to do with anyone else. That had 100% to do with me. And I'm not deviating from that course or from that path. I am going to discuss this article from the Daily Beast, but before I do that, and I'm gonna do it in my own way, and I'm gonna explain why. But before I get into that, and I did reach out to Queen Bee, and basically I was just saying hi. Just because y'all haven't seen me in those chats, that doesn't mean that I haven't been, speaking to people that I typically speak to. But here's what you need to understand. When I decided a couple weeks ago that I was going to back off of just the typical commentary, and that's what this channel is. It's commentary. That's what you all want to hear. I mean, I understand you want a specific kind of commentary from me, and believe me, I very much enjoy that. Have very much enjoyed that. Because it comes very easy to me. And my subject matter required zero preparation, really zero thought, because the typical subject matter, not very deep, not very deep, not very varied. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. But the same could be said about what I was doing. So take it for what it's worth. But when I decided a few weeks ago that I'm very happy to say, despite what many may think, I am not built for daily, nonstop negativity and just gross shit and commenting on the gross shit. But I have never been under the illusion. Listen, I know, and there's some other people that would be well served to maybe, I don't know, maybe think about how I look at this. Because here's the reality of it. This is a very fickle place filled with, I can say that if you make a few people that you truly can call a friend, that you trust, believe in, you are doing damn good. Things are rarely as they appear. And I have never, not for 1 minute, have I ever been under any illusion that this place would notice if I left the building, They might notice, but it would take a while. This place is going to keep on spinning with what makes it run, whether I am here or 6 feet under in another galaxy. I am meaningless to this place. I mean nothing to this place. Most of us don't. The difference is I admit it and understand it. There's a lot of disillusioned mofos running around here. And I get it. This place represents different things to different people. I've always understood that. I've always appreciated that. And I ain't knocking anybody's hustle. But when I decided that I needed to step away from what I was doing, because it was getting to me. I was walking around fucking pissed off and angry a lot of the time. And the only thing in my life that was causing me to feel that way, grandma. But you know what? That's at least a problem. That is a me problem. I don't come here and say, okay, well, listen, this is really starting to bother me. So everybody, you need to stop doing this. You need to start doing that. No, that does not mean that I have changed my thoughts, feelings, opinions on, basically anything. I haven't. I have, all this is leading up to the chat, okay? Because here's the deal. I did reach out to Queen Bee this morning. When I tell you, and I don't care if you believe this or not, but this is the gospel truth. Since I don't know if I came right out and listen, I've made my Oscar acceptance speech, at least a few times in my YouTube career where I've said, I'm not doing this anymore. And then I eat those words and, but that's okay. I mean, I'm human and we all, at least I try. Okay. At least I have the intention. I try and be better. I try and do better. But I just know for me personally, the way for me to do that was cut it off. Like, stop listening to. That's why I've been so immersed in this Crumbly trial. I've been watching a lot of like news, but only news that interests me. Fashion, makeup, that kind of stuff. But shockingly, that's not what y'all want to hear from me. But that's okay. I'm cool with that, and I'm not gonna. It's hard to go backwards, okay? And I think everybody can appreciate that. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pat on the back here, because how many of you would go from, well, let's just say if you stop giving people what they want, well, you get a real clarity of focus about how much they really do think of you. And I get it. But it's hard to go backwards, and it's just not something most humans are like. We're not wired to do that. That's not our natural instinct. Progression, forward momentum. That's what most of us, isn't that what life's about? I mean, from the time you come on the scene until you depart. I mean, if you're doing anything right, your goal should be always to, do better, be the best version of you that you can be. I have yet to even, I'm still working on that one, but I'm good with me. But am I the best I can be? Hell no, but I sleep fine at night. But all this is leading up to this. I just, in the last maybe What's today? Tuesday. I want to say over the weekend and or maybe towards the end of last week, I just started to kind of dip my toe into um listening to a couple different people. Um Queen Bee being one of them. Listen, I've never made any secret of the fact. I call Queen Bee a friend. I support her. I can support her in all kinds of ways. I absolutely support her 100% in this lawsuit. That will not change. I don't give a shit if she told me, fuck you, I hate your guts, you're a bag of shit. Okay, well, I still hope that the outcome is as it should be. So, that being said, y'all know I have never been in the inner circle. That doesn't mean that I don't reach out if I see something funny or whatever. If I just want to say hi, I will reach out and text Queen Bee. Now, since I stepped away, I haven't talked to her as much, but I've never been in the inner circle. I have never been in Discord. I never wanted to be, you guys. I know better. Okay? And that is not a reflection on anyone that is in the Discord or the inner circle. It's just not me. I know better. Okay? So, because I know myself, and that's not a reflection. I already know that I have given too much of my time and my energy and my feelings towards some people that like I don't have any of that in my real life. Why am I giving so much to it here? And I'm talking about in a lot of the people I was talking about. So I I have become aware just from listening of late to like I've got mods in this chat right now that I know are no fans of Queen Bee and vice versa. I have always said I don't hate someone because someone else does. I have to say some things make a little more sense now to me than they did. In fact, one of the mods in this chat actually said to me, "My God, probably I don't know, at least a month ago, maybe a little longer. Hey, if you need to take my wrench, it's not going to hurt my feelings." And I remember I said, "Why would I do that? What are you talking about?" And they didn't want to put me in an awkward position, so they just said, "Well, just know if you need to do it, it's not a problem." I was like, "Well, no, I don't." So I have not been aware of a lot of the, you know. Listen, I have survived a parting of the ways before. Hold on, my phone's blowing up. Oh no, you're shitting me. Please. Is it better? I don't know why it would be. I can't get the mic any closer. Let me just look behind the. Hold on 1 minute. Is it any better? I don't see anything unplugged. Hold on, let me see if there's. It's not better. How long is it muffled? Okay, just a couple minutes. Is it better now? Is it good? Muffled? Hold on. Oh, this is probably going to be a disaster. Oh, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I don't see anything unplugged. Twitter, that's plugged in. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. No, no, no. Ah! Oh, son of a bitch. Of course, my husband isn't home. Oh, God damn it. Oh. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, this is shit. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have touched that. Is it better? The sound? Now that I've screwed everything else up, I, the problem is I can't. Mhm. Tell me, is it better now? Okay. Is it better? I've got you. You're no. Okay. All right. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. Let me. I think I might hear my husband rattling around out there. Let me see if he's home. Thank you. Bye. Y'all, I'm afraid if this happened Saturday. I'm gonna end it, fix the sound, and then I'll come back. I guess I can try. Let me try this one thing. Yeah. I'm gonna shut it down because I have to go. I'm gonna have to have my husband go behind the computer. So I'll come back. I'm sorry. I'll be back quick.